Minecraft, we have the top 10 seeds. Part 2, this will work on all the consoles at the moment. This is the Biffy seed. Through this one in here is only island. It's basically 2 mushroom islands and then some small islands. So this would be for like a hardcore survival setup. I want to throw in here because I was just playing around and I thought this was like completely unique, and look, there's ocean all around. It's just like a barren wasteland essentially. You spawn on a mushroom island is like, what do you do? Here is Sunset. This is a rather snowy one and it's kind of broken off, but it's pretty cool. You have like a ravine right off the bat and a swampland, and basically it splits off into some giant river formations and some giant underneath caverns that you can fly into. Dun, dun, dun. And a jungle biome to the left with some pumpkins. So it's basically got some nice essential things right off the bat. Here is Newton. This one is good because it is an entire ice world essentially. You can fly around and around and around for quite a long time, and it's just all snow. So this is like, you want to do some winter wonderlands, and it's all dissected by ice rivers in between them all. So as you can continue to see, it's completely all ice surrounding the entire area. This is Reach, another ice one, or snow one. So this one's more interesting because it's more lakes and pure rivers. The river kind of just goes straight down the first primary map, and there's a ravine back there, as you can see. And of course I'm showing the starting areas of these because this is where you begin your adventure and stuff, so you'll want to see this out. And there's a forest, and basically the river just flows right down the main thing. It's really interesting. Here we have Dracula, which has a nice ravine off the start. This is like the tip kind of what you would think an island would be at the start, but on the far end it actually opens up into the rest of the map. It's got some cool little water dots and stuff. It's a neat plain starting area. You might find some horses there, and then it opens up into a desert, but on the right you have these sprawling mountains at Jungle Temple, and it's just mountains with jungle on this right side. On the left there's like layered desert and stuff. It's actually a really neat biome. Here is Modded, which was suggested by someone. I've never seen a mushroom island spawn that close to an actual area. It's got some cool water puddles, some high mountains, and overall it's actually a pretty interesting seed area. Like, this kind of formation of mountain where it's really high like this with some floating islands is actually pretty neat. And there's also a jungle biome over there. This is the Dino seed. So this one has a cool giant, just straight down cavern right at the beginning, which I thought was rather fascinating. And then actually splits off into these huge mountain ranges with like openings underneath them. I think it'd be a really cool place to actually build maybe some high-end cities on top of mountains. You may want this sort of seed for that sort of building thing. And of course there's like rivers flowing through some of them. It's just fascinating. Like, look at these caverns. It's actually really beautiful looking. For Minecraft at least, you know. This is Dragon Egg. This one's really cool because it's got the sort of 3 meeting biomes, 3 or 4 biomes. We got the sand, the jungle, and of course regular treetops intersecting in one area between these rivers. And it's split off, so you really get whatever kind of selection you want to build. I personally love the original style, and there's a huge forest for that. But alas, you know, if you want to go through other things, the options are there. Here's Netflix, you know, streaming. I thought it would have been great. It's got this beautiful default sort of biome that I love, and it's just sprawling over these mountains. There's these water pockets from many lakes, so you could build little fishing areas, and then off the coast a bit is a smaller area which is just giant mountainish island that you can go over to. So it's relatively big landmass that's really close together. And finally we have Sparky, which I thought was really cool. It's an intersection between like snow, desert, regular, and plains all in the middle of this river. And then we have a village right over here and a desert temple right beside it. So I hope you enjoyed these seeds. Some of them do have diamond sprawlings from what I've researched, because I look online to try to find the best ones and suggest seeds that you have that you think are really cool, and you know, tip it off and stuff, and check out our sandbox.